Welcome to the CEO of You podcast. You are now locked in with Ceisz Clothing.
So that one shout out gave you a 4-figure day.
I want to show people, it's actually possible, to make all these money. But, unfortunately, you got majority of these people on social media, they are frauds. He's one of them gurus, right? 2 months later, I've bought his course, dropshipping course, £400-500. He still does his thing now. He's absolute muppet. I don't like him. Like, if you were to go on it now, the Facebook dashboard is the 2017 Facebook dashboard. He hasn't even updated it. So it's awful. The course is awful. I had one dropshipping store. I got someone playing the Arsenal squad, starting 11. I'd say within 1 or 2 months, he's posted it. 100,000 views, like conversions to. I wanted the brand to be for the people. I wanted just to help others. I don't want to have that generic clothing brand.
Thank you, Ceisz, for coming on the CEO of You podcast. How you doing?
I'm good. Yourselves?
We're great.
Great.
I'm
As
great.
always. All right, let's start off. So one of the things I want to get to understand about you, because you're still at such a young age, 18 years old, I believe.
Yeah.
How did you come to become the person you are today so early, doing these great waves in the business?
If I'm be honest, I started at a very early age. Like I'm talking 15. So 15, I'd say first year of sixth form, 15, 16, I'd say. I've been into like one of my close mates, he was talking about AirPods, dropshipping AirPods from AliExpress. So he's talked about that. I've looked into it. And my other close friend, he's told me about a dropshipping guy. He's 6-7 figure mentor. Like he's one of them gurus, right? 2 months later, I've bought his course, dropshipping course, £400-500. He still does his thing now. He's absolute muppet. I don't like him. But I mean, honest, like,
That's a good.
honestly.
No.
Yeah. So he had the dropshipping Amazon FBA course. It was all right. Like if you were to go on it now, the Facebook dashboard is the 2017 Facebook dashboard. He hasn't even updated it. So like that's about 4 or 5 years. He hasn't even bothered updating it. Like, it's awful. The course is awful.
What's the name?
You know what? No, I'll spare him for now. But so pretty much, I was doing that, and I've made my first ever dropshipping store of Shopify. I was so excited, I was so eager to get started. Before this, I'd saved like £5,000-6,000 of my own money just from working with my dad at a young age of 14, 15. It would be like working off license, so just work there and saving up from birthdays. Every time I get pocket money, just save it. I'd be kind of tight, at a young age. So I spent like 1.5K, I'd say, on a laptop. So the MacBook app, you'd all seen. So yeah, spent it on that and other stuff. And then the course, I told my parents, they're like, oh, what's this course? Just thinking it's dodgy, obviously, because they're like, well, online course. Ethnic parents are they're not gonna really believe you, huh? But yeah, pretty much. So I've done the course. I'm watching it. Like I was so eager. Like after dinner, instead of watching a YouTube video, I'd go do the course. Like, that's how excited I was.
Right.
Like literally, after dinner, you go chill, watch a YouTube video. You just chill. But honestly, I was so excited. Like every day during schools or during sixth form, I'll just watch it. I've watched it. Studied it as well about 3-4 times. Made my first ever dropshipping store.
How did it go?
It was all right. It was nothing special, obviously. It kind of failed, but I'd use Facebook ads with it. Failed with that. Put a couple £100, lost that. So yeah, and then after that, I had one dropshipping store which was actually all right. Like it was kind of like a brand. It was a massage gun. And what I'd buy these massage guns for around £40-50, sell it for £100-110. So that's you're doubling your profit pretty much. And this is high quality 24-month warranty products. Like you could not go wrong with it. So I'd reach out to athletes, professional football players, just like European football players. I started off with one being actually influencer as well. I started off with Spanish football players, and then I got a chance. I got someone playing the Arsenal squad, starting 11, to post my massage gun on his Instagram story. I've ordered it to the Arsenal training ground, I believe. And he's posted me with the product, and I had to talk to his manager, and yeah, that literally, and then I'd say within 1 or 2 months, he's posted it, 100,000 views. Like the manager showed me the screenshot, 100,000 views, conversions, two sales.
Wow.
This guy's in the starting 11. Should I say his actually now? I can't say his name. You can never know.
Did he big it up though, like properly, like, oh, this is why you should get this gun or anything?
No.
Like that? It was just a picture.
Literally, the thing is, the product was a massage gun, and most athletes, football players, need massage guns. Like, they would love to have one. Like, it's a real, like, it'll help them a lot. So that's why I accept it. And it was a high ticket product. So they did it for free. I didn't pay any extra. Like, apparently, you have to actually go through a lot of Arsenal, how can I say, the guidelines, and to get them to post another brand's product.
Okay.
But I was fortunate enough to get away with it pretty much. So yeah, he's posted another time, still the same, like 1 or 2 sales. Honestly, like it was 100,000 views on the Instagram story. And yeah, it was a bit of a disappointment, but after that, that kind of opened my eyes. Like, a 16-year-old kid has managed to, not trick, but get a professional Arsenal football player to post my Instagram store, to post my product, you know. So that was a major thing. And then what happened after? And then after that, I've moved on to an influencer, Paigey Cakey. So she's posting my stuff. It was all right, decent sales, but as I went on...
How did you get into contact with her?
How did I get into contact with her? I just emailed her.
Oh, you just emailed
I
her?
literally emailed her. She actually, another person who needed a therapy gun, because she herself, see a lot, her doing a lot of fitness steps, going to the gym, etc. These people would love like a massage gun. Like, anyone who does go gym would want a massage gun. Let's be honest, like, is more of an athlete, and it was a high ticket product. And she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it for free. We'll do it for commission based. So every sale we get, or you get, or whatever, she gets a percentage." And then after the month, she's posted. She just didn't want to do more because it's commission based. So you'd rather want
A fix.
yeah, pretty much. And then after that, kind of broke even. I was kind of losing money. And then, yeah, I kind of stopped that. And then after, what have I got myself into? I just got myself into, like, just multiple different things. Started with trading, because after the dropshipping thing didn't work, like, I put so much effort, like, into dropshipping. Like, I was focused with, like, different areas, etc. And yeah.
So it seems like you've definitely had your taste of entrepreneurship, and obviously some of you worked, some of you didn't. However, you've got this one that's booming right now.
Yeah.
Ceisz Clothing, literally wearing it.
Literally,
Yeah.
I can't lie. I rock with Ceisz.
That's what I'm saying. I fuck with Ceisz, bro. Big anyone, shout out Ceisz, bro. So how did that come along? How did you think, yo, I've done this, that, I'm gonna do a clothing brand?
So how that happened was, honestly, like, I was very close to giving up. I had this Telegram chat I was in, someone on Snapchat. His name is Nabil, I think.
Oh, Nabil, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what his name is. But he had this networking chat, obviously, and he would just get everyone in a group chat, and you could network, you could talk to people, what they do for a living, etc. So I put my thing out there. I just put, what service can I provide to people? And I just thought, okay, I'm good with Shopify, making websites, just do that. I've done that, promoted website services, put everyone in a private story. I don't want to put it in a public story, because that's where all my friends, personal friends, I don't want anyone to see what I was doing. At the time, that was my mentality. But pretty much as I've done that, I've got people on my private story. No one actually ended up buying a website service till today. But one guy actually messaged me. He told me about Tracksuits. He was just being he was rambling on about something, and I was like, all right, okay. If I'm being honest, my partner even knows him, so he's my partner today. So yeah, he was kind of talking, and then obviously he's popped up like every now and then on Snapchat, and what's he done? I forgot. Right, what do you do? Oh yeah, so we set up a call. He was just telling me about himself, etc. He's just like, I'm gonna send out a tracksuit to you. Let me know your thoughts. He was like, I'm gonna deal with the physical sides, of things. You're gonna deal with the digital side of things online. He's like, I don't know anything about online. I don't want to say how old he is, but he's an uncle, if that makes sense. It's like working with uncle, but he's not uncle. But let's just say he's not Gen Z. Let's just say that. But yeah, so obviously he's sent it out, and what I kind of admired about him, he didn't ask me to pay for the cost of the tracksuit, pay for the cost of the shipping. He just sent it, and he sent it to me. He said, "Oh, we're getting it for this price," and the price was like very good. That's how much we get for today now. But he was like, "Oh, we can sell." I just thought, "Oh, we can sell affordable clothing." I thought of this as a reselling thing, just a little quick thing on the side. And obviously, I've showed my mom, and my mom, she used to at a young age when she came here, around 18. She worked in a factory, and had like it was like a lot of knitting, sewing, etc. So she had a very good eye on fabrics, material, just clothing in general. And she's looked at a tracksuit. I told her, I'm getting it for this price. I can sell it for this much. She was like, she really liked it. And after that, it kind of blossomed from there. So he introduced me to a girl who is pretty much postman. She's a assistant, or she works for Ceisz. And then us three, we literally work together. She'd do the orders, I'd market, etc., build a website, get everything all sorted up and down, and yeah.
So what made you think affordable clothing instead of going for a brand name that you can also sell for 50, 60 instead of a £20 tracksuit?
Yeah, so I was just doing it as more of a reselling thing, but however, as I was getting more reviews, more people liking it, I saw it as, it was like, I'm solving a real world problem here, like affordability, I'm actually, it's actually useful. Like you can look at other clothing brands, they don't really have purpose, meaning, like some clothing brands, you got the flashy logo. You just want to, they want to target the high end audience, really. They just want to price their tracksuit 60, 70 pound, target it to rappers, give it to rappers, artists. I genuinely couldn't care if any rapper or artist was to wear my clothes. I don't care. Like, honestly, I appeal to everyone. It's not about, my company is not about appealing to people who are trying to get a bargain. Honestly, it's to everyone. I just want to make things affordable. I want the brand to just be, I want it to be about me. I just want it to make noise, literally. Like, I want to do stuff where no one in the fashion market could really do.
Okay, so you didn't speak about your childhood, but quickly, did you grow up with a lot of money?
So I came from a working class background. I'm not gonna be like some of them people who say, "Oh, I'll come from the trenches," stuff like that. That's just dumb. Like, honestly, like they have no clue what trenches is. Like, for like if you live in the UK, first world country, then you have no audacity to even say the word trenches. Honestly, that's what I believe in it. But I'm not rich or poor. My parents are not rich or poor. My dad works. He owns a off license. Nothing too special. But we just say we're in the middle. Not too rich, not too poor. But I'd never used to get money like that for them or ask for money at all. Just I'd say it's self-made, but yeah.
So the reason I asked that is because you said you just wanted to make it affordable for everyone. Now, normally on this podcast, we speak about people's childhood and background, and normally that plays a big factor in how they are now. And I just wanted to know, do you think, if you think back to it, do you think your childhood kind of made you want your clothes to be for everyone because you wasn't in the position to just buy Louis Vuitton, buy Gucci? You kind of,
I see. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So pretty much, I never used to be like flashy or anything. I never used to have like the designer stuff like that. I'd never like spend. I just found like spending money on designer just a bit pointless. So after I've been selling tracksuits, it kind of aligned with like what I've had before, like my beliefs before, like when I was a child. So I never used to like spend money on dumb things. I always used to spend money like on myself, like investing on myself, courses, just education, really. Yeah.
Okay.
So why is it you chose to have because at the moment, obviously, I've seen on your story you mentioned it was 30 quid and now you dropped it down drastically to 20 quid, which is a great affordable tracksuit. Why is it so important that your keywords for this are cheap and affordable and everybody can wear them?
So, if I'm being honest, so I was pricing the tracksuits around 30, 25 pound. I just thought that was just like a good price, like profit was coming in good. But as gradually went online, I think around I'd say December times, I started to price products £20 because I just thought, why am I really pricing at £30 for what? Like, my partner was even talking about. He was telling me, he was saying, put everything affordable. Like, just keep putting it price. We can do that. Like, we're getting it to a price where we can put it to whatever price you want, you know. And the more volume, the better. So I also had like just a goal to just be. I wanted the brand to be for the people. You know, I wanted just to help others. I don't want to have that generic clothing brand of just like having that fancy logo, pricing it, having that oversized stringless hoodie, and just giving it to artists, rappers. Like, I just want it to be for everyone. I want it to be just simple and affordable. I want prices you won't see ever in any sort of clothing fashion retail store or even online as well. So yeah.
How long has Ceisz been running for?
So I started around April last year. So yeah, it's been like 10 months, I'd say.
Because I was just wondering with the whole recession. I just wondered if you started before, during, or after, and if that affected whether you were gonna make it £20 or make it £30.
No. I don't think none of that really impacted it. But I just thought, you know, like the sales were coming good. Like, it's a very, very high volume. Like, considering it was done on Snapchat, you know, that's
Talk to me about that. Like, how is it you're so successful in the marketing on Snapchat, other than using other various apps such as Instagram?
So pretty much
even on like the TikTok shop.
Oh yeah, true.
Okay. On Snapchat, so the first 2 weeks, I started like really promoting it. I would turn up for like four figures. This was during the Easter holidays. Yeah, and at the time I was working with my dad as well. So, imagine I was working from like I'd say 9 to 4 or 5, while I was messaging people on Snapchat. Like, it will be disgusting screen times. I'm talking 10 to 12 hour screen times. That's no joke. Honestly, like, that's not normal. Like, imagine 10 to 12 hour, you wake up at 8 or 9, 7 p.m., like 9 to 7 on your phone.
Yeah, that is pretty mad.
But I do feel like when you're in this business world and when you're doing like constant outreach, getting messages,
and everything is online.
That's what I'm saying. Your screen time is gonna be mad.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a bit crazy. And at the end of the week, my dad actually fired me.
You got fired by your dad.
He just said like, you got like stop your shit. Basically, he was like, why you keep going on your phone and that. And he told me, told my mum, he's like, don't want you back at work. Of course, I can still come there, but it's just a bit annoyed. Yeah. Fair enough. But yeah, before that, I actually got fired from someone else as well.
Oh, come on, let me.
I was a lifeguard.
A lifeguard? How do you
get
fired as a lifeguard?
So
don't tell me
he was on your phone.
You know, don't tell me he's on the phone.
No, I was at this. So before, I'd say April, so like January to March times, and last year as well, I'd go to a gym, and I'd just be very close with like the people there, the people working there. I had a lot of mates there, and one of the mates was a PT, and he actually worked there. And he told me about the role. He told me about the course. You pay around £300 for the course. You're at the place. It's like some school in like a swimming pool for like 5 days within the week. So it's Monday to Friday. Friday's the test. So that was intense. So I did that. I passed.
What does that entail? Because I swear you have to swim from one end to the other, get a body, and then swim. I heard it's a crazy course.
The cardio was mad.
I can't even swim by myself. I'm not carrying a body, bro.
Well, can you just briefly explain what you do on the course?
Yeah,
briefly.
Yeah, so you just do a bunch of like exercises. So you drag it. So taking people from one end to another. Do first aid. So put people like. Take people out the swimming pool without, you know, like dragging them from their legs or something like that, or just in an appropriate manner, and just more like just first aid, just like it's a bit technical, but I was not really. I can swim, but the cardio was getting to me. Like before that, like I was kind of like into like bodybuilding, so I had like a lot of muscle. Imagine all that muscle just weighing down in the water, and I was the most unfit person there. But I wasn't like unfit, but I just never did cardio, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
But yeah, I was just doing a lot of weightlifting back then. But yeah, I could. When the test happened, honestly, I should have failed, to be honest, if I'm being honest. Like, I barely handled it. The woman or the lifeguard examiner, she let me off, really. She just wanted people to go home and pass, really. So I remember,
so how did you get fired then?
Okay, and then yeah, after the test, I've obviously got the job after months in, and then yeah, it was going all right until I had this manager, and he just pretty much of an idiot. Like, you had that person in the workplace, people would just talk about, he'd lie, he couldn't really hold his like word. He just like, you wouldn't like, how can I say it? He's just an idiot. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
He's dumb, and yeah, and weeks later, he's obviously, or apparently he's heard me talking about someone. No, he's heard me talking about him to someone. Someone obviously is some petty stuff. But he's obviously fired me, and then he's fired me because I've been talking about him, etc. We'll cut that bit out. Let's cut that bit out. But basically, he's fired me, and a month or two later, he got fired for stealing money in the gym.
Oh, no way.
So that pretty much explains, you know.
Okay, so did all this, when you've been fired from these jobs, in the meantime, is Ceisz popping from the Snapchat sales and everything?
Yeah, so
this inspired you to go harder.
Alright. So during them 2 weeks, I was talking about how my dad fired me. I just continue like every day posting. I'd reach out to people like non-stop. I can read out conversations where like I'm just reaching out to people. I'm like, oh, hi, my name is Jem. I've got this clothing brand going on. I'm selling really affordable tracksuits, and people would be nice enough to reply back and just post my story. And from there, I'd had one person. His name is Chambers. He's kind of he's kind of known on the Snapchat space, and obviously he's promoted me. And as he's promoted me, I was at school. I was in the library, and I'd say nearly close to 4 figures in a day. He's promoted me, and I was getting multiple customers. I was getting 70, 80, 100 ads.
No way.
You know, within seconds, I was there by myself in my library. I didn't even tell anyone about this. I was upstairs in the library, and I was just managing everything, like all the sales coming in. It started at 8 a.m., finished next day 8 a.m., and it was just non-stop. Like, people just adding me, and then from there, it kind of like blossomed, I'd say.
So that one shout out gave you a 4-figure day.
Yeah, close to a 4-figure day.
That is
pretty much, and.
That's mad, because the tracksuits are £20.
Yeah, and then
Not deep in how
How
much
many
sales
how
that
many
is.
sales is that then? How many sales do you think you had that day?
Well, I'm not sure about that. It was around like, I'd say £700-800 in a day.
In a day?
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
20 quid.
Mhm. And after that,
It's 400.
yeah. After that, I had a lot of people like I'd work with, and that kind of like, I was just working with a lot of people, just word of mouth. Like, people just adding, like, I'd get people adding me from search, so they'll manually just type my name up, because obviously it would mean that someone's told me, or they've remembered about my page or my brand, and they've just added it manually. And from there, like, I just non-stop, like, I can't like explain how like much effort I was really putting in. Like, I could only show everyone here like video proof, like, of what I was doing. Like, it was, I told you, as I said, 12 to 13 hours screen times. Like, that is on your phone.
Always on charge as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
it, bro?
So if you had to start from scratch, or if you had to give advice to someone, how would you tell them, or how would you go about marketing your brand again?
You see, I'm gonna say something everyone else is gonna say, but you just gotta be consistent. You gotta be dumb and delusional enough to believe that you're gonna make it. It's the honest truth. Like, you just gotta like keep going at it. Like, I was going at it like full pace. Like I wasn't thinking about anything else. Just keep going. Like just you got to be consistent. I was posting like honestly, I think about 3-4 months. Like since April to December last year, I recorded how many snaps I've posted. I think it's about 1,100. That's average 5 snaps a day from start of April to the end of December. Like not,
That's mad.
do you see? Like that's like
Yeah.
for someone to do that, like you've because there's got to be something. I don't think anyone's done that. Like honestly, let's be real there.
That's some good consistency. Bro.
Yeah, and it won't be like just useless like content. Like it'll just be reviews, just something I can always post on. And yeah,
Even if it's like customers, videos, stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what is it do you think that makes Ceisz so successful compared to other startup brands? Because I know this when I see some startup brands and I see £60 for a tracksuit or a top I ain't even heard of.
Oh yeah, and you
I'm
don't
like-
know the name.
I'm like, how no? But
Design's
obviously when I
questionable.
seen Ceisz, and I seen what that tracksuit for 20 quid, good quality. It's a no-brainer.
And it's funny because us back in the day used to be a H&M thing.
Hey, Primark thing.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
big
saying?
thing.
And when this quality is better than Primark, it's more like.
You know, it's serious. Huh?
So what is it you feel that makes you sell more than your competitors?
I feel like outside of me, I'd say it's the quality and price I'm getting at. Me and my partner, my partner is very close to the manufacturer, so we pretty much get treated like no one else would really. So we get the best sort of quality. We can pretty much get anything made, and yeah, that I'll say the quality and pricing gets to it. But along with that is me myself, the consistency, the fact when people, I'd say, when you're creating value, you're actually being genuine and you're actually just doing something, you know, not bad, you know, actually doing good things. Yeah, it will naturally. It's like a law of attraction. It'll come to you naturally. Everything all came to me naturally because it's word of mouth, I'd say.
So moving on. You told us something earlier, but you didn't go into full detail. It was something to do with, you called it a scam.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to actually mention it. Okay, yeah.
You said it changed you.
Yeah. So around 15, 16, I was, and so I was like heavily invested in crypto. I was like 16, 17, yeah, something like that. I was heavily invested in crypto. Just being like, I was using people's signals, etc. Like, it was going all right, you know, 2-3 grand saved up. Obviously, cryptos went down. My portfolios went down. Still at like 2.5k, and I'm in like multiple different Telegram chats, and I've seen like someone like post about results of, and I thought, let me message him, let me see if he can help me or whatever. Long story short, he said, I can manage your account, and I'm dumb enough. Like I was at a point here where I had like, I think dropshipping was like done for me. Like couldn't do anything else. I was just trying to make get trading to go good, because that's, people see that as a more gambling thing. And at the time I just thought, let me just try and make more money. And I've sent £2,000 at the midnight. You know, I had my boy's money as well, about £300 boy's money. The rest was mine. Obviously, I'm just dumb enough. I'm just thinking, this guy's got a good heart. He's gonna do good things for me. I'm so ashamed that I don't really tell anyone this. People are probably gonna be surprised in it. But I lost 2,000. He just never responded after that. £2,000, and after that, like, that was very like, I had this. I think that's when like my whole overthinking everything and like these dark thoughts would really hit me. Like, I'm gonna show you lot actually.
Dark thoughts such as.
I'm gonna show you a screenshot of my bank balance. Like, I remember a screenshot. I was like, I'm gonna look back at this day with these 2 screenshots of my NatWest account and my Monzo account, the balance. Let me show you guys. But yeah, like it was crazy. Like I lost. Like imagine that's like all your hard-earned money. I've lost £2,000. Honestly, and after that, I went to school every day. Yeah, and I was thinking, I couldn't go like to get munch because that's less than £50. I didn't tell my mom, my dad, my brother. I didn't tell anyone. My boy at the time, he knew. He wasn't that thing. Like, he just like, it is what it is. But his one was 300, still something. But yeah, it was very bad for me. Like, I was in like dark places, like overthinking everything. And one of the things which how I overcame that was meditation.
Ooh.
So I'd meditate. I'd try
What's
control.
been some of the benefits for meditation for you?
So I try so I'd start off with 1 minute a day meditation, and people might be thinking, what the hell, 1 minute? What's 1 minute gonna do? But after reading Atomic Habits, and seeing how them small tiny improvements could really benefit your life, I started doing guided meditation. So 1 minute, 2 minute, and after I was able to sit for 10 minutes in silence, just control my thoughts, my breathing. And then I escalate to 15, 20. And now I can sit in silence for 15, 20 minutes and clear my thoughts. But I say that kind of cleared my thoughts in a way. And, I was able to control my mind, Back then, it was bad. I'd go to my basement, just cry. Because you had to lay it out somehow. So I'd cry. You can't hold it in. That's not going to do anything to you. You couldn't tell anyone just out of pride. You're like, I'm a man. I can't be telling people I want to do all this, but I can't be telling man I lost $2,000. And then when they ask how, I'm gonna say what I believe some guy on Telegram. They're gonna think I'm a waste man or something. That's what they're gonna think, and I don't want people to. It's true, though, isn't it? Imagine you losing $2,000. Just how dumb it is, man. I feel ashamed that I don't even tell anyone this. It's the only time I'll tell people this as well, isn't it? But yeah,
Cut the crap.
Literally, wait, I even have voice notes of me talking to myself, of how I lost the $2,000. I even play it.
If you made it this far in the video, be sure to check out the Ceisz Clothing. We'll put the link in the bio.
And also remember to subscribe, like, comment on all platforms, no matter which one you're watching on, because it helps more than you know, and it helps us get bigger and better guests on every single time for us and you guys to learn from.
Thank you. That's something. So obviously, you definitely had your fair share of entrepreneurship. What's some of the mistakes you would avoid ever repeating again?
Gosh, I don't know. Wait, let me think. I think...
Or what's something you would tell your younger self if you was to do it again?
You know what? All I'd say, I don't think I really have any regrets, but all I'd say is just to keep going. Just say to yourself, everything's actually going to be okay. That's literally all. I know it's so small and you'd think what? Surely got something else, but all I've got to say to him is it's going to be okay. Because at the time, I didn't think it was going to be okay.
Word.
But yeah.
Here you are now.
So, I know, innit?
So here you are now.
Here you are now.
Yeah, pretty much.
How tough were your parents on you?
Oh, my mom, very, very strict. Got some funny stories, but yeah. When I was at a young age, or until 14, 15 years old, I used to play a lot of PS4. I was Fortnite freak. I'd play a lot. Skins from a V-Bucks, spending money, bad. I was spending a lot. I was a gamer. Mom used to hide the PS4. I was them guys where I can only play on weekends, not weekdays. But
I said he loved the PlayStation so much.
Yeah,
he had
that's
to get
what.
banned.
And she's yeah, yeah. She'd so on the weekdays, when she go out, I'll try to find the PS4 because she'll hide it. She'll hide it in so many different places. Yeah, I'll just find it and I'll just play it, and then when she come back, take the cables out, put it back in. And act like I was doing work in it, but yeah, I'd always get caught. But yeah, I had it. I'd say from 1 to 14, I was very spoiled, not in the sense of money, but in the sense of I used to get away with a lot of shit, and it wasn't very good. My mom couldn't. She was strict, but there's only so much a mother could do to their child. Their child literally don't listen. But yeah, but during that, she installed a lot of discipline to me. She always used to tell me just be a man of your word, never lie, be honest, just stuff like that.
I say, so how is she now with you growing up? Obviously now she sees you putting in a lot more work, you're a lot more focused. Does she pride you in what you're doing?
Yeah, I think she's definitely proud, but I don't think she knows what I fully accomplished. The fact that if I was to tell her that I lost $2,000, I think she'll slap me in the face. But I don't think. Let's hope that this podcast don't reach out to her. But yeah, and honestly, she's been huge help as well. I even got her to sell tracks. She sold about 20, 30 tracksuits within a week. No joke. She another thing as well. Another untapped market is actually aunties. Believe it or not, honestly, the older she knows a lot of people from where she's from, older people and foreign people who are older, they like bargains. Let's be honest. Every parents like bargains. You know, they come from poor backgrounds. You know, immigrants. You know, and when they see stuff like gems doing selling these £20 tracks, they're like, oh, I want that. They'd buy it. They'd buy the tracksuits for like, I don't know, not how we wear it for going out, but maybe for like when they're cleaning, or like, you know, just chores, like just stuff she can just wear, like just normal tracksuit bottoms. But yeah, so that's been going well as well.
All right, then. So obviously everything's going well with your tracksuit. So how is it you plan on actually scaling it and reaching the shelves?
I'd say just carry on what I'm doing right now. Utilize TikTok much more.
Why TikTok?
TikTok, because I mean it's the best performing platform right now. You know, I feel like that's where I can get the proper reach, the proper audience, and yeah.
So, where do you see Ceisz in 3 years?
3 years.
Yeah.
I'd see Ceisz a fully established company, literally known to selling them one of the most affordable tracksuits in the country. I want prices people have never seen before, prices which also don't match the quality of the clothing as well as that. Yeah, and I just want it to be noise. I want people, when they think of Ceisz, I want them to also remember me and how at such a young age I was able to produce such a clothing brand. And yeah.
So how is it you are gonna build the person you want to be in 3 years while also being a university student, which takes up your time because you are a full-time university student, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes. How is it you're gonna do that?
Having an impact to social media, to people, to the world. I want to I want to just show value. I want to show that I just want to take out all the negativity, the fraud. Like I want to show people, yeah, it's actually possible, you know, to make all these money. But you know, unfortunately, you got majority of these people on social media, they are frauds. They're literally frauds. You know, they'd lie. They show a lifestyle. I hate people who show a lifestyle. Like people who show a lifestyle. I've never shown a lifestyle before. Or even when I get a chance to show a better lifestyle, etc. I'd never want to do that because it's just kind of manipulating people and tricking people. And what my mum always used to teach me is just be honest with people, show value, show integrity, and yeah.
Let me ask you this. Do you think there's a such thing as an ethical millionaire?
Oh, ethical millionaire.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, he's got some dirt on his tracks.
Nah, definitely not.
Definitely
Actually, no.
not.
I think there's some genuine people, but it's very rare. It's very hard. Majority are unethical. Like I used to see these people on social media and believe them. You know, when they're stunning or whatever, and they're showing, they're like, oh my god, I want to be like them. But as I'm in a position now, when I've seen a bit of money, etc., you can tell like they're just fake. Like you can just tell from the way he speaks, the way he puts stuff on his story, the way he promotes a lifestyle. Like if you promote a lifestyle, and the way you sell courses as well. You can sell courses, but it's just, I'd say, how can I say it?
Cliche? Cliche?
Cliche.
Yeah, I'd say.
For me, I feel like I prefer courses that are not always available. Does that make sense?
As in exclusive for how long though?
Not exclusive for how long, but let's say there's 10 spaces for this course every month. And you have to be in one of those 10 spots to get in the course. Whereas some courses are available 24/7. Yep, £1,000. You can buy it. There you go. At any time.
Yeah, and somebody could just take that off the website and just put it on some.
Yeah.
That always happens.
But rather, if the course is running, there's 10 spots available. After them 10 spots are gone, bro, you're going to have to wait till next month.
I guess that business-wise, that would be a lot smarter as well because it also means that's 10 reviews. That gives it validity.
True.
So if them 10 people fuck with it, they know, yo, this course is the real deal.
Very true.
So what is it about your clothing brand, yeah, where do you think your clothing brand will be? Because right now you have massive competitors such as Nike, and you already know them who are dominating it. Do you feel like you want to be competing with them, or do you just want to stick with the startup brands who you're competing with?
No, definitely competing with the bigger fashion retailers, definitely.
So what are you gonna do to get to their level?
I think for my business to really excel here, as my products are getting put better, is to really put myself out there. When they see someone as young as me, they see where I'm from, they see the truth, like they see honesty in me, and they see, that this kid has created, a very affordable clothing brand, and he's actually providing value. I think naturally people will like it more because they'll respect me, and they'll respect that, the person I'm buying tracksuits from, he's a young entrepreneur, he's providing the value. And I feel like that will kind of make me stand out from these large fashion retailers.
So how do you plan to leverage your age gap precisely to the community?
I'd say because most of my audience are similar to my age, from 18 to 23, 24, older as well. I feel like age can be a huge part in my success, when they see like what I've done. I've only done this for 9-10 months, build a clothing brand. I feel like give it a bit more time, people are going to start to respect it, and they're going to be like, this kid's 19 years old and he's creating an affordable clothing brand. He's able to give £20 tracks out of it. Not even £20 track, £15 tracksuits. I've been doing that recently.
Yeah, I've seen that.
25% sale on for literally I've been doing that for every week now. So
do you see Ceisz staying online, or do you see yourself having, what's it called, a brick and mortar store?
I think as of now, I should just stick to online, really. We do have a few projects we might open up, so market stalls.
Okay.
But for now, I feel like just online, because people, as UK economy is getting worse, recession's happening, I feel like everything's going to be online. And with the whole CBDC coming into play, I feel like everything is just going to slowly migrate into, internet and online.
The CBDC, what is that?
Bro, I don't even know as well.
I
do.
It's just a central digital banking system. What's that? I don't know.
Okay.
Basically. So Ceisz is mainly known for tracksuits, £20 tracksuits. But do you see yourself selling like £2 t-shirts? I don't know. That's just an example.
To be fair, we actually have unbranded t-shirts that are coming out tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
So black,
for real?
yeah. And I've actually made a deal where it's gonna be £23 the essential tracksuit and the t-shirt for £23. So yeah, £3,
nice.
£3 t-shirt. So yeah,
Could I buy like the t-shirts alone?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Yeah. All available in bulk.
What are you wearing right now?
No, this
I
is.
was wondering.
If it is,
I was about to grab that.
No, this is some other brand in it.
He ain't gonna mention
Yeah.
it. But yeah, so it's just t-shirts, or have you got like shorts?
As of now, like
socks.
It's very unexpected. Like honestly, like I get t-shirts suggested to me, like just all sorts of different things. Just because everything's been so delayed with COVID, the Queen dying, and just delays. Shipments have been held back, so they've not come to the UK yet. As we get all our stuff from Bangladesh, it comes to China first. They do a little check, and then after that, it gradually it comes, but just through a lot of checks.
Did you ever think of putting like the Ceisz logo on any of your clothing, or are you just gonna keep it kind of non-branded?
Maybe in the future, but for now, I just want it to be unbranded, because right now we have access to clothing which no one really else has access to, like these unbranded tracksuits, the material, the price we're getting it at, these different type of tracksuits. I just believe not a lot of people can get it. You got to be very, very fortunate enough, and you got to know people and have a good relationship with the manufacturer to be able to get to what we have right now.
Have you thought about selling blanks? You know what that is, isn't it?
just what normal unbranded.
Yeah, but to like actual clothing brands.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
so-
they will buy it and then they'll put their logo on stuff.
So yeah, we've been doing it wholesale recently. We have people ready to buy. They're all, I'd say they'd want to put their own logo. It's more like people you just know, like personally.
Okay.
Right now we don't really market it like that, but there's people out there, you know, they'd want like 100 units of tracksuits, but just because we haven't got it in stock, we're not able to get it. But there's people lined up, they've seen the quality and they've seen the price. They've seen how we can give it to them for a very, very good amount, depending on.
If they buy in bulk, are they getting it cheaper than
Yeah, so we basically do. This is like just to start off with, but one box, 18 tracksuits. That is £15 a tracksuit we do. So that's a
Okay.
minimum order quantity.
So what if I wanted 8 boxes? Is it still 15 a tracksuit?
No, it'll be less. 14, 13.
10?
We can do 10 as well.
You know what? That's
Well-
to be fair. If you're a startup brand, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad.
Because when you
It's a
think
good
about,
price as well.
and I know a lot of brands sell their tracksuits. I know that the whole tracksuit's like £80 minimum, bro. When you think about it,
Think about as soon as you add the logo as well. Some man just put let's logo tax.
it pretty much
Logo
branding
tax.
is logo tax, bro.
It's like with
I know,
Nike,
yeah.
man. Like normal Nike, you get a normal white T-shirt for £3 from Primark or Ceisz. But slap a Nike logo, that's £10 to £15 now.
No,
I'm actually excited to see how the t-shirts look. Is it like, do you have like different fits, oversized, regular,
I say it's more
slim,
muscle fit.
muscle fit?
Yeah,
Okay.
but what you guys were mentioning about clothing brand names, yeah, I've seen some like just funny clothing brand names. Like I don't get how these clothing brands named Trap Money, Hustle Hard, like
You know what it
these
is?
ghetto brand names. I'm
It's-
just like,
I feel like it's more of an underground thing. Like everybody wants to be the new trap star, the new
Yeah.
Hoodrich.
Yeah,
They want to
pretty
be the
much.
new.
and you just got people like Force wearing these poor quality tracksuits with their logo. I'm just like, it's so like it's disgusting. Like, and you see rappers wearing it, and it's like, and you see, oh, shout out to my guy, or whatever. Like, and he's wearing some mangy tracksuit with like,
You know what? I feel like this whole clothing brand game is funny sometimes, bro. Like,
and it's
man,
funny.
man, literally just steal names, bro. I could start Hood Star tomorrow, bro. You get it? And man would be like, bro, Hood Star. You're a Hood Star. So that's hard still.
It's funny
But-
because I'll ask these people and they'll tell me, you know how I sell a £20 tracksuit? They'll get the £20, they'll get the tracksuits for £20 off these manufacturers.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro.
Like literally, no, they literally get it for £20. Like I messaged someone the other day, and he was like, "Oh, bro, yeah, man, I heard your things popping, this and that." He's like, "Man, I get it for £18, £20." I'm like, "Let me see the quality." He's like, "Yeah, bro, it's getting there, innit?" I was like, "Bro."
Just kidding. That's the thing though. Like, I don't even want to say the name, but I remember X brand. My friend had bought the car jumper off them. And the
I think
jumper
I
was
know who you're on about, Karen.
£60 in it, and then obviously you showed me the tracksuit, like 2 washes. The label was like, and I'm thinking, is this what people are paying for?
You know what? This is why I mess
This
with
is-
9th Street, you know, because
this-
9th Street ain't washed out on me once, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people's brands, I don't feel like the clothing brands, you know.
But to be
it's
fair,
solid like that, unless you have a strong
That's-
manufacturer, and that's the base.
that's to do with more like the printing of the brand, or like printing of the logo, whether it's screen printing or whatever. I actually don't know the details, but that's the brand themselves. That's not even the manufacturer's fault. You get it?
Yeah.
Manufacturer's just the clothes, bro.
Yeah.
You get your blanks, you do whatever you want with it.
How do you find it? Like now you got this business started. Do your friends support you? Did they? What is it that
So
about?
when I started, yeah, I didn't tell not one single soul about the clothing line. I knew personally. I think around 3-4 months in, I didn't tell one single person, not one person personally I knew about my clothing brand. Honest to God, yeah, no one knew. How I say 1 or 2 of my mates knew about it is because they had other people on their Snapchat posted me about them. I mean, posted me to them. No, that don't make sense. They pretty much they had
Posted about you.
like the word of mouth was getting so big, the attraction was getting so much. There's so many people just talking about our customers that they just knew off someone they had on Snapchat. Like they would already promote it. So and then I was getting messages from just some of my close mates saying, "Oh, is this Ceisz wait, is this your clothing brand? And I'll just mess with them saying, no, it isn't, and they'll find out it is, and like, oh, this and that. And after that, like people, I didn't even have to like, oh, I'll give you a free tracksuit, this and that. I never like giving freebies out. I only give freebies out if I want to. I don't do it intentionally, like just because you're my boy or whatever. But I've had close mates where they've bought it like just on just a casual thing. They just bought it like that, you know, they're not even saying anything. Like, you know, that's what I feel like you should have around, you know. But supporting, getting your other people to support your clothing brand, I think it's just dumb. It's just another way of just relying on people, really. I don't like relying on people. I think it's just dumb. Like, I don't care if like you want to buy my tracksuit and then give me a couple quid and post it on your 200 follower Instagram. Like, I genuinely don't care. Like, I'm over here, I got people message me telling 10 boxes and you're struggling. Oh no, sorry, you're not struggling. You're asking me if, oh bro, I want one tracksuit, is that calm? Or they're debating like whether it's worth it or not. Like, you've seen the reviews.
It's £20. Bro.
Yeah.
I know, innit, for real.
It's not no £50. Like, phone bill. Like, it's £20. I hear what you're saying, bro.
It's another thing as well. Like, I want to talk about investing in yourselves. Like, people are very hesitant. Like, they're just, they're very hesitant. So at the start, like, I would always used to invest in myself. Like, I've been in multiple premium chats, paid chats, just different types of side hustle chats, and I never used to hesitate. Like, it's a bit dumb. Like, if someone told me, oh, £50 a month for a group, he's like, oh, I know these people, this and that, I'll just join, just try out. It's £50. It's not gonna do anything to you. Realistically, what is £50 really gonna do to you? It's like I'll say one.
It's like 2-3 nano meals still.
The thing, man, money comes and goes. Bro.
Yeah,
you'll get it back.
For real.
Like, honestly, like, I think people just need to like, you got kind of. I feel like for me, it was a natural thing where I just used to just always take risks. Like, everything I did to this point was very aggressive. Like, I'm talking, if I saw a side hustle, I'm putting 50 to 75% of my bank account into that. Like, I know it's a bit dumb as well, but that's just me. That's everything I do is kind of more on the aggressive side. So I just put my full effort. It's like the same with buying Ceisz stock. I'm buying everything. Like, now I went from buying 10 boxes to now 40 boxes and multiple boxes of t-shirts now. So yeah.
Do you ever feel like you'll sell like tech samples, tech blanks? Does that make sense? Like tech fleece. You know the Nike tech fleece, right?
To be honest, I know someone. I know them. My partner actually knows the factory, which sells Nike tech tracksuits, and it's funny. I know how much it costs.
How much does it cost?
I think I don't remember. Yeah, but
give us a range.
No, I don't remember him. Okay, I'll say a range. I think, but I don't know the exact number. But it was around £8 to £11.
Wow, for a tech fleece.
For the whole tracksuit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's mad, you know, because wait, is that the same factory that puts the Nike, that stitches the Nike thing on as well? Bro, do you know how much a Nike tech is, bro?
£160.
Yeah.
So you're telling me.
I'm not surprised.
Why are you not doing the tech? Why are you not doing the tech? Because, bro, I will buy out your store.
It's like the fact it's owned by Nike, and it's like,
yeah,
that's what I mean.
Okay, that makes sense.
But yeah,
because I was gonna
Nike
say,
just bought out the thing.
But you know what?
Could you even buy blanks from them though?
And I don't know how it works, but you need licenses.
You know what though? I've seen Primark come out with their tech fleece. Have you not seen it? No. It literally looks like a tech fleece, bro, but no logo.
But that's the thing though.
And it fits kind of nice. I might go buy one.
A lot of people see the logo. I'm like, nah, I'm not gonna buy that. Or no logo. Nah, I'm not gonna buy it. Because at one point, Primark released T70s.
Did they?
The black T70.
No, I don't remember this, you know, bro.
And like, I remember someone saying to me, "What's the difference between my T70 and yours?" And they had the Primark ones on. I was having a good look, like, I can't really.
Yeah,
Get what I'm saying. But this branding games, it's a funny.
I know brand is mad, you know, because I remember back in the day, bro, in school, I used to wear Primark. Man didn't used to believe me, you know. I'm like,
he said, "You get that from Primark."
I'm like, bro, this is Primark, and the guy was like, "Stop lying, man." I'm like, I'm broke as hell, bro. This is 100% Primark. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna cap. You know what I mean?
All right, Ceisz, you spoke about a lot of the highs, obviously of branding and your brand. But what are some of the lows like where you thought, wow, this is actually tough doing what you're doing?
I'd say not just building the brand, but outside of the brand, yeah. I'd say outside. So after I finished sixth form. I was getting to a stage where I was tired of the people I was with. Like, you get to a point in life where when you've put so much effort, you've also lost money, and you've just done so much things where you're just like, I can't be with these people. Like, they're not thinking like the same as me. I left a lot of friends. Like, I was very like lonely. Like, I had very minimal friends. Like, even during university as well. Like, I had very limited social life, and everything. Like, I'd sacrificed a lot, and that I had to juggle that with building Ceisz up, and I just focus every day, like just building Ceisz. Like, I just instead of I didn't have any friends, so I talked to customers literally. It was a bit sad, but no, I wouldn't actually talk to customers. I just reply to them. I wasn't like say how your day is or whatever.
But isn't that a conversation?
Like if one thing, like if you come from Snapchat, you realize how fast my replies are. Like I'm always like, I don't like leaving stuff half swipe. I don't know how people do that, half swipe for one day. Like I don't know. I think I just have like this thing where I just have to do everything. Any unread.
Could be business as well. That's what's good. As
well.
Yeah.
So I just try to deal with things as soon as possible. And I don't like wasting people's time, and I don't like wasting my time. So I just try to deal with things quick.
So your business partner, how did you meet him?
Oh yeah, from the networking chat. So yeah, after he sent me the
power of networking.
Yeah, literally. After he sent me the tracksuit and I liked it, and my mum approved of it, he just like, okay, we can set up this thing where you can make the website, and then I'm gonna get this person I know. You can dispatch the orders, manage the orders, and then from there we'll go. And then I kind of had to do my own thing where I just had to constantly just promote the absolute shit. Literally. Like I was just promoting non-stop. Like it was, I don't know how to, I can't describe it like this, but honestly there's so many videos, pictures, of me. Like you'll see the progress. I can't really explain it, but honestly, believe me, like it's not normal what I did. Like I was putting every single thing. I didn't care anything. Like during that phase, even when I lost that £2,000, it was a thing where get rich or die trying. Like I know it's a very like vile thing. Like it's not really healthy, but I feel like in order for you to really go, you got to hit rock bottom. You got to go low, and I feel like that losing £2,000 is a blessing. And if that person comes back to me today and says, "I'll give you your 2K back," I said, "No, don't want it. Just keep it." So lesson like that really changed. Like I always said to myself, I said, I just want to I want something to happen so I can just hit rock bottom. And I can say I hit rock bottom, and say I had less than literally £50 in my bank account. Because I did. Like I literally showed you guys.
You did.
I literally had less than £50 in my bank account, and if my family knew or anything like that, like long day.
So. Tell us, is there anyone that inspired you to do this?
If I'm being honest, no, not really. I think you're kind of born with it, but as I've grown up, I kind of like I have something like special about it. I'm just like I've never accepted like being mediocre. I've never wanted to be like average. I just wanted to be me. I just wanted to be genuine. Like people. The people like me as a person. Like I feel like I'm just very unique as a person. I feel like I don't know. This is just me. Like I just feel like I'm just different to everyone else. Like completely different. Like most people don't really understand me. I don't really explain it to them.
Have you ever felt imposter syndrome?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
How did that affect you?
Yeah, a lot. Like it still affects me to this day. Like when I see someone, but I think you got to deal with it. You just say to yourself, really like. On your own journey and all that, you try just feed kind of lies, but I kind of do suffer with it, but I'm working on it, and but I feel like I'm realizing now like not a lot of people have put the effort, or they've not went through a clothing brand like how I did, so therefore I can't compare myself to others because they haven't went through the Snapchat route, they haven't started from £50, they haven't lost. I say they lost large amounts of money, but the way I've done it, where I've done it all alone, all by myself, and how I've got connected to my partner as well. And think about it as well, like also another thing I wanted to say about my partner as well. Like, be 9-10 months. I think the first 8 months, I didn't even meet him in real life. I didn't even know what he looked like. You know, how we were able to build trust, and you know, like how I was actually managing all payments, and you know, it was a natural thing. Like when two honest men meet, you know, like it connects. Like everything was just all running smooth. There was no sort of like distrust or anything like that. So imagine like an 18-year-old person is found someone who's from Manchester, who's, I don't want to say his age, but he's got in contact with they've got in contact with each other, and they're able to build a clothing, now it's a 5-figure clothing brand, and that they're now selling affordable clothing in the country, the most affordable clothing in the country, really, if you really think about it. Tomorrow, I guarantee you, yeah, I can price tracksuits £10, not a problem. I'm not saying I get it for £10, but I can price it for £10, not a problem. I probably will as well, to be honest. But I just want to do stuff, yeah, where you won't see it anywhere in the country, on the internet, anything like that.
Would you ever do? It's like a marketing tactic, and I know Cortez did it. They did 199p cargo trousers.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I remember that.
Would you ever do something like that? Like 99p tracksuits for the day, pop-up store.
No, I don't necessarily 99p, but I think I'll do some sort of like thing. Maybe, you know, maybe £5 tracksuits. You know, depends how I'm feeling. but definitely, yeah, there'll be some sort of like thing where I'd be selling tracksuits for a ridiculous price, because I just wanted to you know, increase the brand awareness. I want people to show, you know, but
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine you got a 1 hour tracksuits are £4, £5, whatever.
Picking up all of them, bro.
I might even get everyone to meet in Birmingham, innit, and then everyone can come.
It's in Birmingham on there, innit? This guy. I was gonna say, so what is your biggest way of marketing your brand besides customer reviews? Like, do you actually have a marketing tactic? Like, do you use your emails? Obviously, once they order, do you constantly email them at upcoming events?
If I'm being honest, I haven't even done any email marketing yet. Like,
You haven't done no email marketing?
you know what it is? I think people, when you get to a stage when you're, whether it be a product or service, when you're actually providing value, and you know the person, you've seen his face, and he's genuine, he's honest, people naturally come to you. So you don't really need to do as much marketing. It's more word of mouth, natural. That's what I want it to be. But sometimes I'd say most people have viewed me for so long, they have that trust, and they realize that this guy, you know, he knows what he's talking about. He's got something, you know, which you can't really get in the country at the moment. How I mentioned, like, Chambers, how he had promoted me. I remember waking up
Was it Callum Chambers?
No, I'm not Callum Chambers.
Who's Callum Chambers?
Some footballer.
Arsenal player?
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah.
Yeah, when he promoted me, or after that, I had like another like achievement as well, where someone actually like decided to wake up one morning and just buy £250 worth of tracksuits, like on the website.
That's like 10 orders, isn't it?
It was like 9 tracksuits, yeah.
Bro.
And it turned out, yeah, the guy didn't read the sizing chart properly, so I had to message him. I was literally about to do the order, but I was like, let me message him just in case.
So you knew this person?
So I had to message him. I contacted I went on every single platform. I said, this guy's first name, can you please message me? And he ended up messaging me. I told him he's ordered XL, and I was like, oh, you got order XXL, and then I found that XXL won't fit him. So I didn't refund him, but he kind of has credit, basically. He's got kind of the first Ceisz voucher.
Oh,
so he can spend it on whenever he wants.
No way.
That's a store credit.
Yeah, literally.
Alright then.
On Black Friday, I just decided to put everything 25% off. I wasn't even going to do it because I was like, why am I putting stuff already affordable for even more low price? Then I talked to my partner, he just like, you know, you should just do it. Like, why not? It's still good, like, providing them even more bargains. So I've done it, and I've only advertised it really on Snapchat, and it was about like 1K in a day. Only on Snapchat as well. It was around like 1.5K.
Decent profit margin as well.
Yeah, of course a bit lower because of Black Friday and whatnot. But it was like 1.5K throughout the weekend. But that was through customers. And fun fact, I think 60% of them customers were returning. They're existing customers.
That's good.
Okay.
The other 40%, they just like knew. There's the first time basically. So 60. Imagine that 60% on Snapchat.
You need to get an email marketing.
I was
team,
about to
because
say,
if
bro,
you
you need
would
to
have
get on
emailed
email.
that to everybody.
Yeah.
You're missing out. That's
Yeah,
sick.
for
You need a team
Mm-hmm.
because you're at that level now. 4 figures. You got 5 figures. You said you gotta get a team, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Massive.
100%, bro. So, Jem, Mr. Ceisz, on this tradition, we do have a closing. What? Okay, cool. Jem, on this podcast, we do have a closing tradition where our previous guest leaves a question for the next guest. And APM has left you this question. It goes, if I gave you £100, what would you do to get as close as you are to the position you are in now? Yeah,
Oh, that's a
very tough question.
very tough.
£100. Oh gosh.
To be fair,
I don't think, if I'm being honest, yeah, I think it'll be, I'm not going to say impossible, it'll be very extremely difficult to find what I have access to have someone, a manufacturer, a partner, you know, able to give me these sort of prices, these sort of quality, these sort of just clothing, the connections I have here. I don't think money could really buy that, but I don't really know how to answer that question, bro. Like, I don't know, like, is that saying
Okay, what can £500?
what can I do to make a clothing brand with £500? Like,
You can't.
yeah, you can't.
it's just because if I'm being honest, also another thing, I never actually wanted to start a clothing brand. This was like a thing which just came up. Like, I didn't have.
About to ask you, why a clothing brand of everything?
Like, it just, that literally just came up to me. Like, it was a natural thing. Like, I just got offered it, and you know, I thought why not? But before that, I said when I like kind of gave up on dropshipping e-commerce, I said I just wanted, like, I said to myself, I said to God, I was like, please just give me a product, yeah, give me a good supply, yeah, where I can, you know, it actually solves something like in real world, and I can be passionate about. Look how passionate I am on Snapchat sometimes.
You post
you know.
every day, bro.
Yeah, literally. And look, see, God, honestly, yeah, I feel like God is very cheeky. I don't know if it's the thing with, but he knows what he's doing, and he times things perfectly. Once I lost that 2K, yeah, he realized, okay, this kid's been through a bit, you know, not too much, but you know, I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm not gonna give him everything, but I'm gonna give him this opportunity of meeting this guy, and let's see how he does it with the clothing brand. And looking back at it now, you know, I think he's grateful in it. He's happy with it.
My God.
Nice.
All right. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
bro,
for
for
that,
jumping
man.
on.
Thank
Yeah,
you
man.
very much, man.
My pleasure.